talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is all.
Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking, but we know the facts. Stacks, yeah, that's where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our take on. Yeah, they need a resource.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. He is your host, Mr. NP80 Baby.
That's your host right there, Mr. GPG.
And welcome to
our Take on Sports.
On this podcast, man, we keep you in tune with all the latest information that's going on in the sports world, man. We don't waste no time on this show. We dive right into the topics, man, and we ain't gonna waste no time today. Man, I woke you up this morning because I'm watching First Take, MP, and I'm listening to Stephen A. Smith roast Mr. LeBron James. Now, Mr. LeBron James appeared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, MP, give him a taste of that clip, bro.
Not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players.
This point, when I talked about Bronny James early in the season, and I highlighted the fact that at that particular moment in time, he simply was not ready, I was calling out LeBron James. LeBron James never addresses that with anybody, and for some reason, no one ever asked him about that. Wasn't it you who said that Bronny James was better than some players in the NBA right now before he was even drafted? Wasn't it you who said, if you want me, draft my son because you wanted to play with your son for 1 year? Wasn't it you who literally circumvented meritocracy within the National Basketball Association and got the entire media world in the NBA and, of course, the Lakers organization to buy in on that? LeBron James did all of that. That is the person I was talking about as a father, not the father in Brentwood or Bel Air or wherever else he has homes. I'm talking about the father that shows up at Crypto.com arena. Last time I checked, Bronny James is a professional basketball player. LeBron James went on national television yesterday and lied. He said that I have no problem with you talking about the game. What did I say about Bronny James other than at the time he wasn't ready? Give a moment. In the aftermath of that interview, what does he do? He puts out some page about me, boxing and all of this other stuff from a decade ago with 2 torn rotator cuffs. Fine, no problem. It's very, very embarrassing video. I'll be the first to say and all that stuff, even though I like it to be left up there. Because if people think I want to throw hands like that, that's how I throw hands, knock yourself out. I'm good with it. I know that the man I am today is not the man that I was a decade ago, physically or beyond. I can tell you that. So we get that out the way. Why do I bring that up? Because that's how petty you've become. You're LeBron James. You that butthurt over the things that I'm saying, that you would post that video. When has LeBron James ever done something like that? But suddenly you're doing that as it pertains to me. This man is in his feelings. I wonder why. Could it be because I don't believe you're the GOAT? Because I'll never believe you're the GOAT? Because I have you number 2 at all times? Do I have to have ESPN and First Take put up the ticker tape right now and say, yo, could you put that up there, please? Great fall.
All right. So these cats been beefing, for a little bit now, ever since LeBron, tried to pull that little stunt, step it up to Stephen A. at the game, with the Lakers and the Knicks. Yesterday or on Tuesday, he appeared up on the Pat McAfee show. And Stephen A. clapped back today, boy. Him and Kendrick Perkins, man, they clapped back hard, dog. Talk about how he in his feelings. What you got to say about that take, bro?
Well, first off, let me let the world know, whoever watching, I ain't ever in my feelings about LeBron or my take on who I feel is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I stick to the facts. You know what I'm saying? and then after that, everything else can fall into place. So how I feel about what was said about, first off, what I feel about what LeBron said, I feel like everything else about his career after he left Miami. BS. Pretty much everything I've been saying. It's hard. I know people don't want to hear it. It's easier heard from Stephen A. But when I say it, you know, it's like knives being thrown. He said exactly what I said, been saying, and always said about the LeBron, about the GOAT, and just the statistics of it all. And if we take that out of play and we talk about personal, then I don't like LeBron. And I said that, Ben said it, and now y'all understanding it. I mean, LeBron sat there and lied. We all read his lips. This wasn't no phone camera that was behind Stephen A. This was a camera. And like Stephen A. said, this was a national camera. This was dang on orchestrated. It had to be, because he looked dead at the camera afterwards. Like Stephen A. Stephen A. actually looked in shock. Like, what you talking about?
Stephen A. and LeBron, man, in my opinion, they beefing about two different things. And Stephen A. is sitting here doing his job. He is paid to critique the game. If you are a member of the NBA or any sport, that's his job, is to critique that game. LeBron James is mad and saying that he's attacking his family. And like he's coming at Bronny as a man, or as him as a man, or I don't even know what LeBron is saying, to be straight up real with you right now, man.
No, I can tell you what LeBron's saying, and I don't mean to cut you off. LeBron is saying exactly what I've been saying. I'm entitled. I'm supposed to have it. Y'all keep putting me up against somebody, and y'all just won't give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been running the league. If I want a player, I'm gonna get them. I'll break up a team for my chase to beat Michael Jordan 6 rings. I'll break up a team that's balling if I feel like I can gel with them, even though we all know, like Stephen A. said, don't nobody like playing with LeBron. LeBron don't gel with no one. He only won. Man, after Miami, he only won 1 championship with any squad that he tried to run with. You know what I'm saying, like that, bro.
I'm not even critiquing this game, MP. I'm really not. Right now, we talk about how silly this little feud is that's going back and forth with these players. But listen, check this out. I want to tell you something. Not to cut you off, but I want to say this. You're right. And with everything you said, he ain't no GOAT. We all know that he ain't no GOAT. We all know who the GOAT is. But I'm here to let you know that, in my opinion, he ain't even number 2. I thought about it. I done slept on it. In my opinion, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think he better than Kobe. I think Kobe was a better player than LeBron James was on the court. Now, what's going on with him and Stephen A. and this beefing back and forth? This shit is crazy. I mean, one talking about the game, the other talking about the family. You don't even know what y'all arguing about, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is LeBron just covering it up. And I don't bet LeBron is covering it up. He don't want to admit that he was butthurt, that someone like Stephen A. is not giving him the accolades that he wants, and he's dumbing down his son, saying exactly what I said. Anybody that you want to consider the greatest player in the game on the planet right now, even you want to consider him as the GOAT, his son, their son, should be right up under his wing. You cannot allow your son to fail the way he has allowed Bronny to fail. Now, we talked about this before, and I'm sorry. If I'm the greatest player in the sport that I'll play, if my son ain't cutting it, I'm not gonna I'm gonna make sure he does things to get to where he needs to do, because our name is on the line. If this is bigger than me just wanting to play with my son, he has a legacy after this. What happens after LeBron retired? Does Bronny retire?
I will say this. You right at a point where he shouldn't let Bronny be running with them big boys because he ain't ready. He shouldn't be. Bronny need to be in the G League where he just put up a nice little number, 39 points. You know, he did have a good night the other night, and he's getting better. He really is. Now, I'm not saying that, but another person I was listening to, Monica McNutt, she made a good, interesting point one time. She said Bronny was what? The second to the last pick of the draft in the NBA draft. Do we talk about the person that was drafted before him? Or do we talk about the person that was drafted 2 spots before him? I'm just saying. I mean, he's drafted at where he is, and he's getting a lot of attention because of his name and who he is. That's LeBron James putting him in the spotlight, doing all this and doing all that, saying that he's a better player than half the players in the NBA before, and everybody knows that. But as a father, you gonna always put your kid up there. You know what I'm saying? But now, when you spend, like you said, when you spend that you're the greatest of all times, and then you make those accolades about your son, all Stephen A is doing is critiquing your son's game. He is not critiquing your son as a man. He is not critiquing your son as as nothing other than the athlete and the Los Angeles Laker that Bronny is. Now, if you can't deal with that, LeBron, then you shouldn't have had your man sign up. It's just that simple.
I agree. Totally agree, man. I mean, he just out of line. He was out of line when he stepped to Stephen A on the court. We all said that. He was totally out of line. He's out of line now. A real man admits, you know what I'm saying, his wrongs. He take accountability. You wrong. You was wrong. Just say, man, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I got the wrong information. And the information that came to me, it sounded more personal. When I went back and seen the tape that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't edited, Stephen A didn't go that route. He was just critiquing my son's game and saying, you know, if my game was on woo woo woo, my son's game should be on woo woo woo. And so, but
that's why Stephen A said, you lying. You went on national TV on the Pat McAfee show and you lying because I didn't say anything about your son. I'm talking about you, what you shouldn't allow, how you shouldn't allow your son to be put in this position. I never said nothing about his game. And to be honest with you, I watch First Take all the time. I ain't never heard
it ain't even about his game. He ain't never said nothing personal about
That's what I'm
saying. I'm going to say something about your game, but something personal. You saying I attacked your son personally. I said something personally, and you're going to defend your household.
What did he say? What did Stephen A say? I rest my case. All right, we're going to move on, man. We're going to move on because we did have some news, some other sports that jumped off. You know, it is opening day in the baseball world. You know what I'm saying? And last year, we watched a great World Series between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And your boy GPG did pick them Dodgers to win that World Series. And I think my boy MP even was on me with me. He was with me, too. He picked them Dodgers to win that World Series. But we're going into a whole new year right now, man. And we got some new favorites. We got some new people and new faces. We got some people that's coming back healthy. Shohei Ohtani. And who you think gonna come back and run the baseball world this year, dog? I know you're loving your Braves.
Well, I mean, you know, they got the Braves at a 900, odds to win, and the World Series and everything. But all in all, of course, you know who the favorites are, and that's who, the defending champs. They got the Dodgers, looking very, very stocked this year. And I mean, shoot, it goes to say, I mean, why not? I mean, they looked good last year. They coming back healthy this year. They got added some pieces. They may run it all. I mean, but I would like to see the Braves, do some things. And I feel like they only have the Braves like that due to they do good. They do good. They do well in the regular season. Playoffs, man. The Braves just have that slump. I hate it. But all in all, I mean, besides the Braves, besides the Dodgers, if I was going to look at anybody else coming out of the National League, I would probably look at the Giants. The Giants look like they're right now 1-0 team. Got to get it now. They made the right inquiries to get wins now and maybe make a run in the playoffs. So, what you think?
I'm gonna keep my eye on my Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm out here, and I'm definitely gonna see what they're doing. I got a couple tickets. I'm gonna be going to a couple games, coming up pretty soon. Plan on going to that Diamondbacks Dodgers game. Everybody's saying, the big money is always gonna be on the Dodgers. Big money's always going to be on, the Yankees and teams like that, all the big market teams, man. I'm looking at the New York Mets with the addition of Juan Soto over there, man. You know what I mean? They was already loaded, you know what I mean? Their lineup, if they can get some pitching, I don't know about their pitching rotation, how that's going to work out. But I think that if the New York Mets can find them a nice little starter, to solidify, their rotation, I think you might want to watch out for the New York Mets. Like I said, I'm going to keep my eye on my Diamondbacks, but, we have to see, man. We just have to see. We lose some pieces, we gain some pieces, and things like that happen. Texas Rangers is another team that you're always looking at. And Philadelphia Phillies, man. The Philadelphia Phillies, them boys over there are stacked, man. Don't forget about what Bryce Harper and them boys over there bringing to the table. So I'm looking forward to baseball this year. It's not one of my favorite sports to watch, but I think this year, dog, I'm going to keep my eye on it a little bit closer.
Yeah, I say that Boston definitely is a team that you want to keep your eye out for as well. If anybody can give a run for the title and give all the Dodgers a run for their money, Boston definitely could and whatnot. And the Yankees, like you said, they definitely in the mix. It's just all about they can stay healthy and what kind of gameplay they're going to get from their bench and whatnot. But other than that, man, I'm looking forward to the stint going on in baseball. It's going to be a long thug out season. Braves, rise up, man. We're looking forward to some, another title, baby. Another title.
Yo, I like the Braves, man. I do, man. I'm a Braves fan. I grew up a Braves fan. Look, Dale Murphy, Ron Gant, Dave Justice, Tom Glavis, Smoltz, all the boys, man, that played in that organization. I grew up a Braves fan. So I'm pulling for them boys, man, for real. Just because I'm out here on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't like them Braves down there in the ATL, man. So come on, boys, do y'all thing, just like MP said.
Yep, man. Other than that, man, we're gonna move on, man. We definitely got to get in the mix of talking about this. March Madness that we're going on to the next, man. March Madness is looking crazy right now. If y'all don't know, you got to know, man, that we into the Sweet 16, women's side, men's side, and it's looking like a major shape-up, man. I'm gonna give you I guess we'll do a rundown on, what you think on, the shape up of where we at coming up this weekend. I know we got the men's getting ready to play, and then women will be playing like Friday or something. Or we got North Carolina and Duke. This is on the women's side. The Battle of the Carolinas. That's gonna be a big game right there. I'm looking at for that right there. I mean, I think North Carolina might come out of that. You got Maryland going against South Carolina. I'm definitely looking at South Carolina being able to come up out of that and make a deep run for a title, another one anyway. They definitely got a dang on edge on their back. They feel like they need to make some noise again and everything. So I'm definitely looking at the Gamecocks to do some things and whatnot. They, been doing their thing all season, and then they're a 92% favorite anyway. So you know what I'm saying, if you betting on anybody, you need to be betting on them right now. I'm trying to tell you right now, it's gonna be a good game. I think it'll be a blowout. You got LSU, NC State. I'm gonna say NC State. I believe NC State will get this game, man. They actually been shaping up throughout the tournament, getting better and better. I believe they might have a little bit urge on them to where they might nudge, even though LSU is the favorite. You know what I'm saying? They do got some dogs over there. LSU do got some dogs over there, and then they're nothing to sleep on. So if you guys don't know, man, you definitely need to watch that. I don't know if you know about LSU and them dogs that they got down there on the women's side, but they ain't nothing to play with. You got Ole Miss, UCLA. That's gonna be a big one. I think UCLA will get out of this and move on and whatnot. So I'm gonna tell you this on my end. What I think you got the next brackets that'll be happening. Notre Dame against TCU. I think Notre Dame will get out of that one. Tennessee and Texas. I think Texas will get out of that one. Texas, #1 seed in that one. They some dogs. Oklahoma, UConn. UConn, that's a good organization. I believe they're going to make a big run to the title as well. Kansas State, USC. USC definitely will make another run as well. You know how they are. They heavily favored, and the stars on their team and whatnot. So that's going to be a good matchup as well for you guys to see. I believe all the way down to probably the championship, I believe it'll be South Carolina, UConn, South Carolina will win. That's what I'm picking all the way through from Sweet 16. I don't care what happened in the mix. What you're going to be watching is another repeat from 22, UConn, South Carolina.
All right. Okay, so that's what I see. I hear your bracket. I'm gonna tell you what I got going on. In the NC State, NC versus North Carolina versus Duke. I'm gonna go ahead and go with. I'm gonna ride with Duke.
Okay.
I think them girls from Duke gonna go ahead and do their thing. Maryland versus South Carolina. We all know who's going with that. We're going with South Carolina. The Maryland girls, you played tough. You had a good season, but South Carolina, that's that team. Dawn Staley gonna have them girls ready to go. LSU, NC State. I'm gonna come at you with that LSU Tigers too, man. I'm going LSU. I think LSU, I like their coach. I know NC State, they fiery, but I think LSU got a little bit more Sweet 16 experience, in this tournament. So I'm gonna go ahead and ride with them, and I'm gonna go ahead against Ole Miss versus UCLA. I'm gonna ride with UCLA. I think UCLA will be enough, to go ahead and get that dub. On the next day, Notre Dame versus TCU. I'm gonna go ahead and go with them girls from TCU. I like what they doing over there, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that ball rolling with them girls over there. The next game, as far as who is that? Texas, and who is that? Texas and Tennessee. Let's go with them girls from Tennessee, man. I'm gonna ride with the underdog, man. I'm gonna see if them girls right there can shake up the bracket, and see what happens with them girls from Tennessee. Okay, then you got Oklahoma versus UConn. UConn should pull that out. I think that's gonna happen. And Kansas State versus USC. Now, it's so sad. It's so sad that I gotta watch USC without Juju, because that girl is a killer, a monster. She's everything on the court, and it's sad that she ain't gonna be able to bring her talents to this thing. But I'm still gonna ride with them USC girls. I think they'll rally behind. I don't know how far they'll go, but I think they'll get to the Elite Eight. That's my bracket.
All right, okay. So what you do you got anything about what you think who's going to make the championship or at least the Final Four?
I definitely got South Carolina in there. I think UCLA is going to make it to the Final Four. I think UConn's going to make it there. And I think Texas, I don't know. Tennessee, Tennessee might shake it up. I don't know. I think the championship's going to come down to South Carolina and UConn. That's what I think. I think that's going to be the championship game, and I'm going to go ahead and ride with Dawn Staley and them girls out there. But I think UCLA is going to be a problem for anybody. So watch them girls from UCLA.
Man, I tell you, like I said, Juju, man, that injury, that's that's something that don't nobody want to see, especially this deep in into the season and whatnot, and this deep into the tournament. What do you think about maybe this hurting her draft stock? I mean, and whatnot. I mean, she do got a little time, but do you think? I mean, it's an ACL. I mean, you know how this could be. Do you think this will kind of slow her down some? Or you think she's young enough to kind of bounce back and get to her, normal self?
I'm still drafting her number one. She's still the first pick in the NBA draft, in the WNBA draft, excuse me. If I'm the GM of that first pick, if I own that first pick, there's no way in the world I'm passing her up, because I believe she has time to come back and be just as good and strong as she was before she got hurt. She's too good of a talent, man, for you not to take that chance on, man. You know what I mean? Surgeries and everything they do miracles right now for some athletes. Some athletes come back stronger than they were before they got hurt. So with her mindset, I believe in her work ethic and her determination to get back on the court. Shoot, she's number one pick in my draft. I don't care.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, she definitely wanted to. You can't sleep on, man. I'm definitely gonna be keeping my eye out on her progression on this injury and whatnot. But we're gonna move on to the men's basketball. You got Ole Miss trying to get down to Arkansas. I think Arkansas will probably get that one right there. And it's a few good games. Like I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the power rankings right now of what's going on. So you got Duke number 1, Houston, Auburn, Florida number 4, Alabama number 5, Tennessee 6, Texas Tech 7, Michigan State 8. Now, out of them 8 right there, who you think gonna lose this week?
Ooh. Wow, boy, that's a good question. You put me on the spot. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me them again. I heard too many teams.
Yeah. So you got number 1, Duke, and that's everybody's shocked at that program.
Duke, I got winning. I got Duke. I got getting into the championship game.
Okay, and you got Houston is number 2.
I think Houston loses in the Elite 8.
Okay, Auburn number 3.
Auburn loses in the Elite 8.
Florida 4.
Florida wins and gets to the championship game and faces Duke.
Okay, now we still got another 8 teams too. So you got Alabama.
Alabama is good, but I think they'll get past BYU. But I think that's after that they're done.
Okay, and then Texas Tech and Michigan State.
Michigan State has had a good run, man. Tom Izzo is playing with some boys, man, that ain't really, household college names and stuff like that. I will go with Tom Izzo because he's just that coach.
I think so too. That's a damn good pick. I go with you all the way. I definitely think Duke gonna be going deep in there. Houston, I definitely got them going deep. Florida, I believe defense just not strong enough and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that mix out, how that plays out and whatnot.
So who you got in your championship game?
So out of that eight right there, if I was picking going straight to the championship out of that eight, it'll probably be Duke. And then you still got another eight because I'm doing the power rankings out of the Sweet 16. So number 9, you got Maryland. 10,
Maryland's
Kentucky. You think they done?
Nah, yeah, I believe Maryland's done, man. Maryland had a good run. I don't think they're gonna go far, man. That's over with.
So I mean, it's always at least 2 sleepers out of the Sweet 16 that end up, making it to the elite, 8 and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, they could. I mean, all of these teams are capable. I mean, these teams are good, and the teams aren't playing good. That's what makes this tournament so great, man. I mean, the minute you think these teams are going to do something and you think the teams ain't going to do nothing, here they come. So this is just some picks, and who knows, man. I ain't never been really good at picking these college teams, but I'm definitely going to keep trying.
Man, I mean, yeah. I mean, we definitely should have did a bracket on our take on sports this year, but next year, we're gonna do brackets, man, and get everything together. We're gonna be locked in. We're gonna get this dude locked in too, you guys. That way it don't fall on me on college, but it's all good. I love it. Man, look, and you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And like you said, you already talked about BYU, you got Kentucky, BYU, Michigan. I think Michigan will make some noise. It could be a Michigan and Michigan State matchup here soon, and that'll be great. I believe Michigan State is one of my sleeper teams that you definitely need to watch. That I believe that'll make it to the Final Four. You got Arizona, which I believe that's another one of my sleeper teams. You definitely want to watch them. Purdue, Ole Miss, and Arkansas, which I don't believe none of them 3 at the tail end really were making the noise. But like I said, Michigan, Arizona, out of that 8 right there, going down to that 9 to 16, them are my sleepers coming out of there and whatnot. And you already know what I said. I believe Duke will be in the championship and whatnot. So it'd be interesting to see, because Houston, man, I like Houston as well. So we'll see.
Well, what you can't have Arizona as your sleeper then, because their first round matchup is against Duke, right? That's what they playing tonight.
First round, I mean, that's what I'm saying. This here is a game that I believe is a test to Duke. If Duke, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've been playing well. If Duke get past this game tonight, I believe they'll be all the way to the championship. Caleb Love for the Arizona team, Wildcats, they gotta play. He gotta play, and they gotta set the pace, man. They gotta run, because they can't get with Duke in a half court set, man. Yeah. I'm telling you. So Caleb is gonna have to elevate his game. He's already great. He's playing, man. That boy Love is doing his thing for Arizona, man. But he's gonna have to elevate his game a little bit more if they gonna have any chance of beating Duke, man. Straight up. Yeah, I agree, man. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said, they kick off. You guys, this weekend, you gotta be watching women and men's side, because it's kicking off this weekend. And it's going to be some great matchups. It's been some great matches throughout the bracket and whatnot, some good upsets and whatnot. But we shall see. We shall see. Like you said, I do think Duke will make it, but this is a test game, one of those sleeper games that Duke cannot slip on against Arizona. If they do, then that's it. That's it. So we'll I don't know.
Shake it all up. They'll shake it all up. If Arizona find a way to win this game, they'll shake this whole thing up, man.
The whole thing will be, like you said, shook up, man. The whole thing will be shook up. Like I said, Houston is my other team that I feel that it make it to the championship as well. But we shall see. I believe people really got Auburn as their favorites and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see, man. We shall see.
Brackets all over the place, man. Brackets all over the place. So everybody got somebody to win. So who knows? That's why you watch it. That's why we all keep an eye on it right now. March Madness, Sweet 16, going to the Elite Eight, going to the Final Four, to the championship, baby. Keep your eyes on it.
Hey, so quick question before we get up out of here. You know, I'm gonna give you something that I want you to just jump on. You know, and this is out the blue, going to the NBA, talking about who we feel the MVP. I want you to give me your take, you know, on our take on sports. SGA or Joker?
SGA. SGA is the MVP of the league. They better not rob that boy this year, man. He is the MVP. He's the MVP. He's the leader of the best team. They got 60 wins and counting. And he's scoring, averaging points. They starting to put his numbers up like Jordan's. We're not saying he's better than Jordan. They're just having some comparisons as far as numbers wise in a season. SGA is doing it. Joker has had a great year. They've been up and down though. So yeah, I realize that they want to put somebody, you got to have somebody for SGA to go up against. But in my opinion, it's a unanimous decision. SGA, baby.
So you think this year he'll get the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and everything?
I don't know about all that. I didn't say all that. Now I say he'll get the MVP. Now the Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know about that one yet. I had to go back and you're gonna have to check me out on the next show or something, man. And I have my answer for you on that one, man. I'm gonna have to do some research and some homework.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it, you know, like I said, before we get out of here, I'm gonna always hit you in the head with something just to get your take on it and see where your head.
I got something for you.
Talk to me.
Everybody's talking about LeBron James being the GOAT, or he's not. And Michael Jordan is the GOAT, or he's not. Michael Jordan is my GOAT. Michael Jordan is your GOAT. I said it earlier in the show, and I'm gonna say it again, and I want my audience's opinion. Was Kobe Bryant better than LeBron? Because I personally think that Kobe Bryant was better than LeBron James. Now, y'all welcome to chime in. Please give me your opinion. Was Kobe Bryant better than LeBron, or is LeBron that dude? Was he the second best?
You know, it's you know, the thing of the matter is, you know, I feel that it's gonna be Kobe second best, you know, coming behind Jordan. If you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna put somebody there, only because of, you know, what you saw Kobe go through. I mean, I have had arguments about Kobe and LeBron, and I felt like that's a better argument than LeBron and Jordan. But Kobe, you know, although he did get surrounded with some shooters, and he had a big man, you know, to win those, you know, them 3 titles. He got 2 out the mud, you know, differently. He got 2 out the mud differently, and he stuck it out with a team, even though everybody wanted him to leave, and maybe he could have went and made some money or won some more championships, did this and that. He won all the accolades that he did with a team when people was trading and going all over the place and whatnot. He did everything, broke all type of records and whatnot with a team that had his highs and lows. So I like Kobe.
I ain't got no argument with you, man. I like Kobe. I think Kobe was better than him. That's gonna be my take on that subject. You know,
not taking nothing from LeBron. I like LeBron.
Oh.
You know, don't get me wrong. I know I said I don't like him as a person. I don't know him as a person. I don't like his personality that I see when he in front of the TV and, you know, off the court. Let me state that. Now, what LeBron has did, he has done great things. And I'm not gonna take nothing from it. You know, But
Nice little tip-in victory. Nice little tip-in victory they had the other night, against Indiana, man, where he hit the buzz, beat that buzzer beater, and had a nice little thing going on, man. The Lakers finally got that W, man. They needed it because they were struggling up until that point. They squeaked out of Indiana with that W. That's for sure when he had that little tip, man, So,
and even that, 22 seasons in the league, you only got 8 game-winning shots at buzzer beaters. Jordan had 9.
okay.
And we ain't gonna go to Kobe because we all know Kobe, huh?
Still chasing. He's still chasing. Still chasing.
And that's the thing. You're gonna chase him. I mean, and that's what we was talking about. And whoever feel that that's not happening, I understand. But you logically, you got to know. Speaking facts, taking emotion out the picture, feelings. You got to see factual facts, and that's the facts gonna stand.
You NBA players, man, today, man, get out your feelings so much, man. Get out your feelings, man. Seriously, man, a person has a right to critique the game. That's what they doing. They doing their job, man. It's crazy because he mad at him, but I also heard Stephen A. give up so much love to this cat, calling him the second greatest player out of the history of the game. Talking about the great father, the great philanthropist, the great ambassador, the great this, the great that, the great this, the great that, giving it up for him. I heard something today. Check this out. And this is funny. I want to make sure I mention this before we get out of here. Kendrick Perkins said, yo, man, I got LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. He's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Him and LeBron, they said one thing. LeBron unfollowed him. LeBron unfollowed him. He said LeBron petty as hell. He said, but don't get me wrong, MJ petty as hell too. He said, because the minute I said LeBron was the GOAT, a box of Jordans that I've been getting forever stopped coming to my crib.
Yeah, you dang on right. I mean, come on, man. Hey, Kobe, LeBron ain't sending you no Jordans every year. Come on, man. Hey, let's keep it 100. I ain't trying to buy your vote, but like we said, everybody know who the most paid bought shoes in the market today. And we're going to leave it right there on our take on sports, man. Man, we're going to get up out of here. I love y'all, man. That's y'all host over there, Mr. GPG.
That's your host right there, my man, Mr. MPA, baby.
Yeah, and this is
our take on sports.
Wow. Holla at you.
Peace.
AMP, what they talking about? They talking about what? They talking about sports. Oh, really? Well, this is our
Out on the field, the ball on no courts. They wanna talk about sports. They need a resource where they can come talk about sports. They really be talking. We know the facts. Stacks tell us where it's at. We the hottest on the map. This is our take on. This is our